The goal of this section is to move the player around the map. In this lecture, we will install the Input System package to help us detect input from various controllers. Through this system, we can support controllers from Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, not to mention keyboard and mouse. Other controllers can be supported too. Before installing this package, I want to mention an alternative system. Unity has two solutions for accepting input from a controller. They're called Input Manager and Input System. Both solutions accomplish the same goal. So, what's the difference? The Input Manager is the old solution for handling controllers. For a few years, it was considered the de facto standard for handling input. Unfortunately, it did not scale. As new controllers are introduced into the ecosystem, our code must be updated to handle them. Cross-platform support was challenging. Overall, the Input Manager was not easily scalable. The input system was introduced to address the issues with the original solution. Not everything is sunshine and roses. There are trade-offs for using the new input system. Let's weigh the pros and cons. Firstly, the input system can easily support multiple controls. As you'll see in a future lecture, we can add support for a new controller within minutes. Secondly, we can switch between different input mappings. For example, we may want the controller to move the player and control the UI. Both are easily possible without accidentally causing a conflict. Lastly, the input system is event-based instead of poll-based, which can potentially overload a system. If none of these points make sense, that's perfectly fine. As we progress through the section, each point will become clear. So, what are the downsides? Firstly, the input system has a slightly higher learning curve. It can be intimidating to get started. Secondly, there are fewer resources available for learning more. While the input system has been around for a few years, some features aren't highly documented. You may need to rely on trial and error to get the desired behavior. Luckily, you're taking this course. I'll walk you through every step of the way. By the end of the section, you'll become comfortable with the input system to integrate into your own games. For this course, we will incorporate the input system into our game. Soon enough, it'll become the standard solution for games. By default, the new system is not installed with Unity. We must install it as a package. Navigate to Window Package Manager. Next, from the drop-down, select Unity Registry. Search for a package called Input System. During installation, you may be asked to enable support for external controllers. If you don't select this option, you will be unable to add support for devices other than the keyboard and mouse. Select Yes. Upon selecting this option, the editor will restart. Great! The package has been installed. If you are to view the package's info, a new section called Samples may appear. Unity provides examples to help you learn more about the input system. For this course, we're not going to need these samples. You can safely ignore them. In the next lecture, let's try using the new input system. I'll see you there.